Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in for another Elden Ring boss guide. This time we're going in on Fortissax, which you can find while doing a Fia's quest down here in the Deeproot Depths. I'm not going to be talking about the quest in general, just how to defeat the boss. So let's get started. The biggest thing about this dragon, the first thing I want you to take note of is how badass this dragon looks, okay? This dragon looks really cool. Just one of the coolest looking enemies in the entire game, if you ask me. So we take a nap with Fia, we go into her dreams, and then we fight... what is it? I think Lightning Dragon Fortissax or something like that. Ancient Dragon Fortissax. Well, Lichdragon. So it's a Lichdragon, which means that it does have some death spells. You'll start seeing a bunch of Death Blight Lightning. You don't want to stand in this. As you can see, it builds up Death Blight. You want to make sure you avoid those. But the biggest thing about this Lichdragon is the Dragon Lightning, of course. The Dragon Lightning that goes everywhere. Ancient Dragon... or Lichdragon Fortissax will send out this lightning non-stop, so you need to make sure you're paying attention. Also, fire, of course. Of course a dragon has fire. Just avoid the breath. You know, very basic for a dragon fight. Watch out for the very similar attacks that you'll see from Lanceax. All these dragon claw attacks with the lightning that follows, that's very similar to Lanceax. The ground pounds, all that stuff. The biggest thing you need to look out for is the waves of lightning right there, as well as the tail swipes. The tail swipes are damning. They can do a lot of damage and surprisingly easy for the dragon to hit you because of the size of it. So be aware of that as well. And then, of course, when you do see your body glowing with the lightning, it means that lightning is about to strike on you, so you need to make sure that you are mobile and ready for it. Whenever the dragon roars is when this ancient dragon lightning is tracking you, so be aware, be ready for it, do not get hit by it, as it will knock you down. And then, of course, you have the... I can't remember the name of that attack, but basically it can bring up two of these spears and slam the ground with them. A lot of the time it'll just do one, but it can do two, so be very careful about that. If you can lure out the dragon breath, you can go behind it and just beat up its tail for a while, but be careful with the lightning like I was not there. Get out of the way of that one. Dodge the ground slam. Keep rolling so the lightning doesn't hit you. Watch out for the fire breath. You can see that in typical dragon fashion here, it's constantly blowing fire your way. You want to make sure you avoid that because it can do a lot of damage too. Okay, here comes another Lanceax's glaive. You know, Fortissax does know that ability as well, unfortunately, so make sure you avoid it. And then from there, just, you know, basically repeat the same cycle over and over again. Just, you know, run in, land those attacks where you can, and run out. Do not let the lightning hit you here. Unlike myself, but also don't get death blighted like I'm about to as well. We want to make sure you stay out of the death blights. It's very easy to forget about the death blight, but it is very possible to just not get hit by it too. Just to make sure that you stay within the certain range outside of it. The biggest thing is you'll find yourself forgetting about it sometimes, so make sure you do pay attention to the meters on the screen. Here's the glaive again. That was weird. It actually got delayed by hitting that branch all the way up there. You can see, though, that the actual Death Blight part of this fight is not too problematic. You don't see it, like, non-stop. It's just, like, different intervals of it. This is very much so a fight where you need to pace yourself. You can't just go in swinging your swords like crazy because you will get hit by things non-stop if you try to do that. So just try to land a couple attacks, back off. Don't let the lightning track you too hard. Stay out of the death blights and just repeat the cycle over and over again. The wind and the lightning from the wings there is a pretty terrible combo, so just, you know, try your best to not get hit there. I know it's very weird to dodge it, but I was able to there, so the way I see it is if I can, you can too. This fight can get really messy really quick. You'd be surprised by the amount of damage this dragon can do, so just be aware of all of that and be ready for anything. Dodge that at the right moment so it doesn't hit you. Notice how a lot of it goes over your head. And then just run in, keep hitting those toes. We do the same toe strat like we do with all the other dragons. Avoid the waves of the spear. Run in. Give me them toes. Dodge the lightning. Finish it off. And there you go. Fortissax is one of the coolest bosses in the game to me. I really enjoy this fight a lot. The music is great. The atmosphere is amazing. I mean, look at all this. It's very cool down here. But just make sure that, you know, you're dodging all these different abilities. There's so much going on in that fight, and any of it can kill you extremely fast. So you just have to pay attention to that most. Take your time with your attacks. Go at the right moment. Don't get greedy, and just keep whittling it down by hitting the toes. Anyways, guys, I hope this video does help you. I know that fight can be tough, but I believe in you. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you soon for more.